Starts now. Okay, so we go ahead, round start up. Said, you coming to watch me? Yup. The wager is almost over. Most of the points are on It's a Von Hoften. It's like 98% It's Von Hoften, 2% on Flower Drawman. But we're gonna see Flower Drawman win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot there. Also shout out to Space Master 3 for the follow. Okay, normal out Ariana. Yeah, that's good. So, you know, are they gonna grab like a Butler here? Maybe like a Coup Clock? Are they doing that? Are they trying to combo this turn? Maybe they already have it. Okay, so no Coup Clock. Chandelier discards self plus Medora. Okay, so game Medora in graveyard. That's good. Get to go ahead and set the trap from the deck. But I don't think we have Butler plus trap. Otherwise, I feel like we would have played this weird. Yeah, so it's just gonna be set, Lady Summon, okay, and then pass turn. Also putting these specifically in the Anima Zone. Then they're trying to use Big Wokai, and technically the opponent has turn player priority if they want to do something. Yeah, looks like they might flip the Big Welcome. Said, nah, Big Welcome's okay. Alright. I'm the GOAT, the new Jib. Okay, that's fair. I mean, hey, look, you got the dono code right now. I don't remember if it was you or Chera, but one of you won like a 30-day dono code, like a whole month dono code. But bring out, bounce back. Okay, lovely pop. Chandelier add back. Sure. That's good. And then pop. Alright, what do they pop? It's actually gonna matter. Hit a YuGiOh! Not playing. Yeah, they're playing this. That's why I said it was gonna matter. But there we go. There's the Fire King Sacred Illumination. And this card can pop Fire King monsters you control. You target like 4 Fire Kings you control, 4 cards they control, destroy them all. And then its other effect is you can banish from the graveyard to protect a Fire King card being destroyed by card effect. You can only use each effect once per turn. So, pretty good in this matchup. Like a slow trap matchup. I feel like popping all their stuff can be really good. But it's also Trap Lab. I mean, not Trap Lab, it's a Furniture Lab, so like, it's not the greatest to pop their field. They do just get everything back. But versus Trap Lab, it'd be broken. Gotta read a lot of the cards. Sorry if I take some time. I said, you're good. Fenrir, someone's good. Yeah, they're gonna have to read over the Fire King cards. This stuff is legal for YCS Bologna next weekend. So, this is definitely stuff that people need to know before going to that tournament. Said Ariana, Chandelier in hand. Yep. Just showing them the known cards. I mean, may as well, right? I mean, they typed it out. They already knew what it was. So, sure, you can show it. And then Fenrir, Chain Imperm. Okay, shutting that down. It's not bad, though, for its Von Hoften. Oh. They said, is the... Okay, so are they discarding this? Or are they... Okay. I was gonna say, are they discarding it for something, like its cost? Or are they just, like, scooping? Just being like, oh, I have the other Fenrir. Do you have to play meta in these tourneys? I wouldn't say, like, you have to. But, you know, the decks for sure gotta be real. Like, if somebody showed up with, like, I don't know, like a random like 60 card hero deck, like I can't let that in the tournament because I'm trying to get good gameplay. You're not going to get good gameplay out of like a deck that's just so much worse than its competitors. It's like, I don't know, even allowing some other stuff like Vanquish Soul, even allowing like Vanquish Soul is hard just because like the deck's not even like close to the top 5 decks. And if your deck's not even in the top 5, I mean it's like pretty far away from being the best, right? You're like multiple choices away. I don't know. It really depends. But they're gonna go ahead, destroy, go search the new Sacred Fire King Runics, and then activate its effective special. It does work like that. Can that trigger the only card in hand? Can that trigger if the only card in hand? Yeah, this can. It says right on it. You can special summon this card from the graveyard if it was there when the monster was destroyed, or hand even if not. I was like, yeah, that's why it says that. Yes, it can. Yeah, 100% works. 100% works. Have you thought about... Wait, have you thought of having Underdog tournament? Underdog tournament? Nah, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Rogue. I prefer just meta. I just prefer good gameplay. Like, and whenever I feel like if you do an Underdog tournament, it's gonna be hard to get the good players to play in it. So it's gonna be like a lot of bad decks and a lot of people who probably aren't the best playing them. So then it's like not good gameplay, not good decks, like the complete opposite of what I'm shooting for. But they're gonna destroy this from deck with this. Yes, destroy from deck. And then get the effective special back, and then okay, it's also negated and destroyed during the end phase. Okay. I knew it had something else added to it. I'm not the most familiar with these cards. I know them a little bit, not too much. If I was going to Bologna, then of course, like, I mean, you have to know them. Otherwise, you're gonna get sacked round 2 by someone who's horrible, because you're gonna not know what their cards do. Just force the good players to play bad decks, make them think harder, ease. Nah, I don't know if playing a bad deck is gonna make them think harder. I don't know if it'd make them think harder. Is Labrynth going to be tier 1? I saw Nesh popping off with them. Yeah, Labrynth's good. It's not, I mean, it's like already a good deck. It's not, like, once new stuff comes out, if anything, I feel like Labrynth would get hurt by that. Because I'm pretty sure the next stuff isn't helping Labrynth at all. But Labrynth right now is pretty good. I mean, the furniture stuff, all you gotta do is just, like, survive a turn. And then your deck just pops off. Just Ash Fire King Island. Hey yo, chill. Don't leak the goo. Okay, they're gonna overlay. Yep. This can destroy all monsters on the field. They can also detach to pop a back row. Is that a quick effect? Okay. Not a quick effect. Alright. Yeah, because I can also pop your own, like, Fire King Island if you want it to pop stuff. But summon effect, pop all other monsters on the field, not just face up, and then use the effect, attach, try to pop the back row. Said targets? No, it's just one, okay. I was like, multiple? I was like, huh? I didn't even know it did that. Okay, but they're just gonna go ahead and poke. Yeah, I guess they could have popped like Fire King Island and then effect. Oh, it won't even work. They'll also just hit you with a nice Medora, making you look dumb. So yep, that definitely won't work. Oh, they're not locked either, are they? So they could actually go into a Zeus. Activate. Okay, so this is gonna pop the field. Oh, but they can bring out the Fire King. Ah, okay. That's pretty nice. Field spell pop. And then get the effect of search for the spell or trap. Hey, shout out the Leftover Shark with the sub to the Air Blender. They're actually in the tournament right now. Playing. But hey, shout out the Leftover Shark. Thank you. Also, I didn't realize that the gifted... Oh, because you gifted a tier 1 sub. Okay. You know what? Let me write this down. Because I gotta change that to a capybara. Tier 1 gift sub change to capybara. There we go. Simple as that. It's in the notes. So can I read the continuous spell? The one that they just searched. This one's nice. Sanctuary lets you search, or not search, lets you puts the Fire King Island, directly into the spell and trap zone. If field spell would be destroyed, you can destroy a fire instead, and then it lets you quick XYZ summon. Said bless. You said you changed that like 2 months ago. I did change it though. That's the thing. I did change it. I just didn't change, like, I was changing different things, but there's like literally like 15 different options. Because you gotta think, you can gift a tier 1 sub, you can gift a tier 2 sub, you can gift a tier 3 sub, you can sub tier 1, you can prime sub, you can anonymously gift a sub. There's like 100 different options. So like, you have to like put a capybara in each different one. And I only put a capybara for like 6 or 7 of them. I was like, yeah, this one, I put it on the ones I thought that would be used, but I didn't think that one would be used. But nah, I've been changing them. Is Vanquish still a good deck to invest in to compete? Nah, I don't think it's a good deck to invest in to. What? Wait, how'd this come back? Oh. Okay, just summoning it back with itself. Sure. What's the point of summoning this over something else, though? Well, I guess you don't have a choice when you get hit with Medora. Okay. That's fair. So now, activate, put Fire King Island there. Then Fire King Island can destroy and search. I don't even know what we're gonna go for here exactly, to be honest. I know this can special summon itself back, or add itself back during the next standby. Not special, add. So we're gonna make a Zeus. Okay. And then pass turn. And then they have Chandelier Ariana in hand right now. Yeah, Chandelier Ariana. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Labrynth, but I don't want to count Fire King out of it yet. Mainly because I don't know what their stuff does. Otherwise, everything's known, so you should pretty much know who wins here. Fire King Island is a hard ones. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Anything in draw phase? Yeah, I forgot. You used to put island over island just to get the destroy effect, not to get the destroy to search effect. That's fair, that's fair. I've only played with the Fire King stuff, like, first of all, it would have been a long time ago. It would have been Fire King Cosmo. Gosh, the times. I actually, a Fire King Cosmo topped before Fire King Island came out, and I was the reason why. Well, I shouldn't say they topped. It was a regional, but they won a regional. I played them in the last round. If I beat them, I won the regional. If they win the regional, and then they won. But that person ended up being my friend for a while, so it was fine. It was fine. But they hit me with the goo. I got hit with, I was playing Towers Turbo. They hit me with Cyber Dragon, Contact Fuse. They hit me with E-Telly and the Farm Girl, Drop Honest. I was just getting sauced. I was like, my Towers isn't even like hard to out for you. You just draw it out every game. Hey, shout out to Death Walter for the follow. Thank you. Okay. Normal summon out Ariana. Effective Ariana to go search. That's fine. So what are they gonna go for here? And they have Big Welcome in the graveyard. They're gonna grab Coup Clock. Okay. Their Zeus isn't live. Zeus is live if they try to like out Sanctuary. Coup Clock effect. Okay. Then Chandelier, discard itself plus welcome, go set from the deck, and then Coup Clock effect will activate to try to special or add back. So Capybara, what's up? How you doing? Man, I miss Cleefort. Same but not same at the same time. I don't know, I've had some really good matches with that deck. Like, there were some insane times. Like, I played Cleefort at a regional once, right after Card Demise came out, just as a fun deck. And I was playing, like, Necro Valley and a bunch of other stuff in it. And I played against a BA player. They ended on triple Beatrice. Or maybe it was, like, double Beatrice Dante's or something. I don't know. Either way, a big end board. I drew for turn, and I was like, I could show him what deck I'm on, or I could scoop. And I went, nah, let's see. Does Duality hit Raigeki? And I Duality, hit Raigeki, Necro Valley, Raigeki, and I ended up winning the game. I ended up grinding through it all. It just felt so good. It felt so good. Even going back on it, too. And that person was so mad, and it was like a part of this group, and it was like a group of cheaters, and like that was a part of the person in the group, so it feels even better. Nah, I hate those people. Those people are actually so scummy. They'll cheat you, even if you're like 10 years old. They don't care. They're actually so scummy. But go up in the Anguish, and then Shavara goes set and escape. Yeah, then they can Anguish effect. Link off. Yeah. Do they make, I think, I'm trying to think, do they make Link 4? But Link 4 pops this, right? Is that even good though? I don't know if that's even good. I was gonna say, I feel like Soul Rage is like guaranteed goodness, and Abomination is like, I mean, sure, it pops Sanctuary, but I don't know what else it really does that'd be good. So extra monster zone, yeah. Then poke. All right. So Soul Rage can go in the SP banish on summon, SP other banish effect. We have Escape that can pop Soul Rage. Yama, welcome, Chandelier, Soul of Rage can add back Lady to summon, or like a Coup Clock. There's infinite here. YCS and Nesh test time. Why would you play Fire King? Why wouldn't you play Fire King? I don't know. Yeah, I misplayed by betting on Vaughn, which I knew was this. Yeah, they're gonna go Snake Eye, then Surge, put back to the bottom. That's fine. So they have 2 of those birds in hand now, which I don't think having an extra bird's gonna do too much. I guess that's an extra monster to pop. Yeah, 2 of that and then a blank. So they have this to pop and search. Playing Fire King is just a good way to limit test a deck before the February set. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, February YuGiOh's fake. It's not real, because, like, we still have YCS Bologna ahead of us. I mean, if you're not going to Bologna, then sure, you can just, like, skip ahead to February, but there's also going to be a ban list between now and then, too. So they're going to grab Sacred Fire King Grunix. But yeah, this is just testing for Bologna. Otherwise, like, you wouldn't test this stuff if you're not going to Bologna. Then Sacred Fire King special. Well, I guess I'm testing it, but that's because I'm testing it for the people going to Bologna. Well, about to test it for the people going to Bologna. I just read over the cards not too long ago. But summon, destroy from deck, and then is that one? Okay, special one Fire King from your hand or graveyard. Okay, so bring out the Phoenix. I guess it could also bring out this, because it's the Fire King. Okay, but they decided to summon out the Phoenix and then pop the back row. Yep. Doesn't target, so you can't chain. Yep, if you say okay to this effect, it will resolve and pop. Yep. Was just reading. You said okay. Summon, it's fine. Well, no, it's all one effect, is what they're saying. Like, they activated the effect, you said okay to it. This banishes, summons, and then pops the back row. Yeah, it's all like one effect. It's not this banishing to summon this, and then this to pop back row in a new chain. It's like all one thing. It's like Yama, but if Yama destroyed one card on the field. Which is crazy. Instead of just destroying like one card you control, destroy one card on the field. Someone cooks something crazy with Fire King, maybe it could work, but I doubt. Yeah, the deck probably won't do too well at Bologna. I could see it getting like a top or 2 though. Mainly just because people don't know what it does, or people might not respect it. So if people don't respect it, then, you know, you have that advantage over people. Bologna doesn't have Bonfire or PHNI, right? No shot Fire King is playable. Hey, people are still going to try to play it. I mean, people thought the same about Magenko, right? Magenko's not playable. That deck's not real. And then it won a YCS, and then it topped like 4 YCSs in a row. Every single one in every continent. Like, I don't know. Sometimes the decks that people don't see as real, they may not be the greatest decks, but they're not good if you know what they do. If you don't know them, then you might get stomped by them. It's like, I don't know, something like Marinsys isn't that good of a deck, but if I play against you with it and you hand trap me wrong, I might end up winning. Most people don't know how to hand trap it. Rika too. Yeah, Rika's a huge one. Even after that deck won European or Euros, even the last YCS that was in Europe, YCS Dortmund, even in the finals of that, the Vanquish Soul player lost because they didn't know what the opponent's deck did. That's literally it. If they knew the Rika Sun Avalon deck, they could have won. They're gonna Yama summon late. I thought they would have Soul Rage added that. Okay. We're gonna set welcome. So then what's the Soul Rage gonna add back then? It's gonna add back Coup Clock. Okay. Sure. It's fine. Now from here though, we went through, all we have is the Phoenix in hand now, right? And that shouldn't do anything, I guess. Okay, yeah, just gonna admit defeat. Said I threw. No, that's unfortunate. Okay, so while they side real quick, we can go ahead and just click on a different match real quick, see how they're doing. Got Matrix there. He's offline. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't have to start till next round goes up. Okay, so this match was Tier versus Unchained. Okay, that's too much to get into. We'll just go back to this one. They're probably almost done with side decking anyways. And then we'll watch the Fire King player go first this time instead of the Labrynth player. So maybe the Fire King player can try to pop off. He said, you can't ask me what the Rika combo is. He has Spell in Graveyard to banish to save. He threw. I learned Twin has a graveyard effect last month. That's crazy that you didn't know Twin had a graveyard effect. Nah, you gotta read Rika Sun Avalon. Because, like, if you don't, like, you can throw, like, 5 hand traps at the deck and it's gonna play through it if you don't hand trap it, right? So they're gonna go Phoenix effect. They're gonna chain an Impulse. They're gonna chain Ash. Because Impulse was gonna go for Fire Attacker, most likely. I mean, we saw Impulse Fire Attacker as an engine before. Back in, like, tier full power format. But they drop Droll, activate Sanctuary, place the field spell out. I like that it places it too and it doesn't search it. Rika Sun Avalon versus run 1 Droll. Hard mode challenge. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, but, like, I don't know. Like, some people just don't know how to hand trap that deck. People also don't know when to, like, drop Nib even. Like, I don't know, they'll mess it up versus a single Loki. DBG, what decks do you think will be at Bologna? I'm trying to work out what my non-engine side deck should be. I mean, it's gonna be Infernoble, Pearly, Unchained, you know, some tier limit, Rescue Ace. I mean, just like, I don't know, like the best decks are gonna be there. Vanadium will also be there a little bit too. So I guess those decks. I feel like just like the standard stuff. I guess like Centauron a little bit. Is Infernoble popular enough? Yeah, I feel like it will be popular enough. At least popular, like, I don't know, because then you gotta think about cards that, like, hit multiple decks at once. It's not like you're gonna side deck, like, just Ghost Reaper and a Soul for Infernoble. You would side deck maybe, like, Droll and Lockbird, and that hits Vanadium, Infernoble, you know, you can hit multiple decks with it, or maybe you choose to side deck Ghost Ogre or something to hit a Soul, Museum, Centauron, Pearly. I don't know, like, you can side deck cards, you gotta side deck stuff that hits, like, multiple things right now, I feel like. You can't, like, have, like, too specific of stuff. Or you could have, like, a Herald of Abyss in the side deck for the thrust, like, the one of that works with that stuff. Like, I think, like, that's, like, fine, like, specific. Because you have 3 thrust with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do versus them other than Ash and Prey. Fluent Lab probably more expected because they are liked in Italy. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Having Flu and Lab liked in Italy. I feel like you just don't prepare for Flu. I don't know. If you have like generic hand traps in your deck, that's probably how you prepare for it. Like Ash, Imperm, Veiler, Droll, and just pray that they work. Just pray that it does enough. Okay, Magma on the Coup Clock effect there, so stopping them from special summoning itself out. And also Magma's really good because it's going to search another Bestial later on, which is going to add another piece of follow-up later on. And Druid Worm's got to be pretty decent. Because you can also like destroy your own stuff. So I guess Druid Worm could also work with that. But they're going to go big welcome here to summon and then bounce back. So it decides to big welcome, summon lady. I was going to say summon it in defense. But it's going to summon it in defense, bounce it back, Stovey special. Now, did they leave in the Unchained stuff going second? They're going to link off Stovey, Ariana, make Yama. Yep, Yama goes search out Shavara. That's pretty good there. I just hope they don't shift through you both game 1 and 2. Would you rather Rika, Flu, or Mathmech for future? I don't know what you mean by that exactly. Like, if I was to play against one of them, probably Mathmech. I mean, Flu can FTK you with Harpy's Featherstorm. Rika can FTK you with a big end board. I don't know, Mathmech's end board is it's not like that crazy. I mean, it's pretty good, but at least it's not like full FTK. You have any recommendations for good side deck options for Lab when playing Rescue Ace? I have a regional tomorrow, and I seem to struggle the most against Labrynth. I mean, you could side deck Crow. You could try to Crow them. It also works against like Tier and stuff. Bestials maybe. Ash Blossom in the side. You could get crazy with it and put a Bell somewhere, because Bell really hurts them on big welcome. Ash Blossom, just draw it. True. Is Bell good enough overall? No, probably not. Like, I'm not side decking Bell personally, but I'm just naming off a bunch of different cards that you could side deck against them. Ash, Bestial is probably enough. Let's summon out Lady. Then they're gonna grab Druid from off Magma Mutt. Okay. So let's see. They can summon Druid Swarm if they want to. Yeah, it's gonna add itself back. They could what? Summon Druid Swarm if they want to. Banish Yama sounds pretty good too. Banish Yama sounds pretty good. Or maybe you just still. Nah, you definitely banish Yama over Stovey. Yama could summon Ariana. Ariana could just grab Stovey. Yeah. So big think there on what they want to do. Okay, let me just read over this one more time. Okay, so this just protects the field spell. Yeah, just protects the field spell. And then, all right, let's see what they're gonna do here. They have this that can pop. Pop goes search. I guess it could also special. I feel like you're like almost never gonna use that effect though. The pop and search is so good. Crow good against Pearly, right? Yeah, I mean, you can like Crow the Sleepy. You can Crow Sleepy. And most people just like auto lose to that. If you play against like a really good player who like has a solid hand that can play around it, they will most likely end up playing around it. But it's tough. It's definitely tough. Like I remember at YCS Indy, I was playing versus Chris LeBlanc, and he was playing Pearly. I was playing Unchained. It was game 3. I had Crow in hand. It was my only hand trap. And he was just like, yeah, you definitely got Crow in hand right now. Hold on, let me think about how to play around it. And I was just sitting there in my head like, dang, I really just called out my hand like that. That's crazy. But, you know, obviously I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, you got me. You know what I mean? Just like full on bluffing like poker. And then they ended up playing around it by going like Pearly, Delicious, Plump, per Lily target Sleepy. Then if I chain Crow, they can chain Plump to attach Sleepy to the Plump. So like that was how I did it. Nah, you 100% bluff them, put them on Overthink. Well, I mean, I'm always saying you right king. Well, I mean, you can bluff in multiple ways, right? You can say like, oh, you right king. You can say, no, you're not right. Either way. your opponent's not gonna think that you're telling them the truth. So I mean, you just bluff him one way or another. Like, he ended up thinking for a while there, like a minute for his play, and then yeah, ended up playing around the crow. But imagine they didn't play around it and played super hard into it, then I had it, but it didn't happen. So I prefer Bystials because I run him as engine. Oh yeah. I mean, of course, if you're playing like Dragon Link or Bystial Despia or something, then the Bystials in the side deck just get a lot more value because they're like hand traps that are also engine. Like a Sornier, boom, hand trap, but also it's gonna dump something when it leaves. I mean, you must pick what hand trap to play around and go with it a majority of the time. Yeah, it depends, cause like there's always like a checklist, right? Like if I activate Branded Fusion and they say okay, they don't have Ash. It's like guaranteed not in their hand, so you can like start playing and then go, you know what I mean? Like see the line, know what it plays into, blah 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 blah, and then go for it, or go for the other line. I peeped the Bystial synchro list you played in the Iron Man. It's like, can I peep it? No. Well, I mean, you can if you want to. It's on the Patreon though, but I'm not gonna like show it off anywhere else for the time being. But okay, so they're trying to escape and then chain Jerusalem, banish the Yama, special summon out, escape resolves, pop, and then we can get on a new chain link. We can get Soul of Rage to add back. I said suck. Wait, do they have something first? Resolve. Oh. True. They need a special summon and then they can pop. Yep. Okay, so yeah, they just admit defeat there. Going on to game number 3. I mean, I'm on Bystial Manadium, the real goo. That's fair. It's probably better than Bystial branded anyways, to be honest. But the Bystial branded deck is really fun. I'll give it that. Like the Synchro Bystial branded deck, I've been cooking crazy. Like yesterday, my opponent ended on, let me write this all out. The end board was Shiz up in the extra monster zone. I was playing versus Striker. It was Shiz up in the extra monster zone, Link Age set, Widow Anchor set, Imperm set, Engage off multi-roll set, multi-roll, so they had 5 back row. They had Engage in hand, Veiler, Nib, and something else. They had 4 in hand with Nib Veiler, and I won the game. and I drew 2 multiples in my hand. 2 multiples. So I was playing with 4 cards. No, I was playing with 5. Because one of the multiples was Jerusalem. So I dropped it on their end phase, and then the other one was live on my turn. But I had 2 Bystial Lubellions. So I really only had like 5 cards to play through it. And I misplayed. Otherwise, it could have been done better too. I for sure misplayed on that one. But it was also because, like, I was just at, like, disbelief on how the turn was going. Like, I was just being blown away. There were some good lines, though, that my opponent was doing. Like, if you have double Widow Anchor set, like, if you have double Widow Anchor, you can add a linkage, and then you can go, like, Chainlink 1 linkage, Chainlink 2 Widow Anchor, take their guy, send it for linkage, summon Kagari, add back, and then now your other Widow Anchor's live. So, like, that was, like, a cool line, I guess, but I don't know, not even too crazy. DB, how does Unchained play against Jerusalem? I don't know, it depends when you get hit by it, I guess. Like, sometimes you can just, like, unicorn it away. You can just get rid of it. Depending on when they dropped it, like, if you're going for game and they drop it, like, in your main phase, you could just Sky Crisis bounce it back, and then just go for game past it. Don't put a Dark Engrave. Yeah, you actually could just, like, not put a Dark Engrave, too. That is, like, an actual thing. You could set up DDD before putting a Dark Engrave. Like, if you're playing against Dragon Link, you could do that. So that way, they can't summon a Bystial by the time that you go for DDD. Yama, don't know her. Then, ooh, setting a DDG from deck. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. So, yeah, they're thinking on what to summon with the welcome here. I mean, they are playing the Unchained stuff, so they are gonna try to combo here in the Yama into Unchained. At least I think so, right? I mean, they did set DDG, so maybe they'd feel a little bit less obligated to do so. But it's still worth it here, probably. You can, like, lovely set. We can use 2 bodies, and then the lovely set is what Shavara could pop to special summon out. Von Hofting just hand looping himself. I wouldn't say he's hand looping himself. I mean, it was worth a try to impermanent Ariana. But go up in the Yama. Yama go search Shavara. Yep. And then summon out Shavara. Then you already saw how innocent Kashtira is in Master Duel. Or how inconsistent it is in Master Duel. Oh yeah, because I mean they have 1 prosperity. I mean that's all you gotta say. They got 1 prosperity. Prosperity is a crazy card. Like that card is super good. And Cash was inconsistent in TCG too. It was like the standard Cash brick. Like it sucked too. Like it was so bad. Because like if you bricked and you passed and your opponent ended the game, they knew you were on Cash. That was like the worst part. It was like, yeah, you're on Cash, you bricked. No other decks in this format brick besides your deck. It was like, no way. But hey, shout out to Jib for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, this is the first tournament I'm hosting with the Fire King stuff. We got It's a Von Hoften on the Fire King stuff right now. But I can't lie, not looking too good for him. Even after this Lightning Storm, it's not looking too great for him. Because they can chain the DDG. That's a floodgate. I guess like they get to pop the escape. That's good. They're going to lady set. Okay, whatever they set's going to get popped with Lightning Storm. Maybe just setting... I was going to say, maybe set like a welcome. Or a big welcome. Yes, definitely just set like a big welcome. Just to get it engraved. It's so true, and Vanquish Soul's full power. Fire King overrated for Bologna. Oh, 100%. 100%. I don't even say it's overrated, because I think a lot of people are saying the deck is trash. Most people aren't even like looking at the deck for Bologna. I think that's the problem though. Is you have to know what the cards do, because if you don't, then you're just going into a match blind. And if you're going into a match blind at a YCS, then you didn't prepare good enough for the YCS. But Ariana, go grab Chandelier. Yeah, they decided to not Yama summon or anything like that. But okay, we're under DDG. We have Soul of Rage effect that can link off. But it's not gonna... Yeah, I can't go in the SP though, because we are Fiend locked from Welcome. But it can still go up into like Anguish. Which is still good. Which is still good. Or if they put a Fiend up on field, make Yama. Oh, imagine. Okay, normal summon. And then effect to go search. It's gonna grab the Sanctuary. And then... Yeah, nothing on res. Can't even drop Droll, even if they wanted to. Then activate Sanctuary. Place the Fire King Island. That's good. Yup. If they win this game, it's gonna be a little bit crazy. But bring out the Fire King Island. I can't Soul of Rage there. It's normal summoned. Will there be another tournament this week? That's not on Tuesday. I want to say I'll host another tournament before Bologna, but I don't know for certain. Most likely, though. Most likely. I'll try. If I do, I'll try to do it on, like, Thursday or before. Like, I won't do it on the Friday, like, the day before, just because everyone will already be there. What sprite variant would you suggest for Bologna? What sprite variant? Oh, God, I don't even know. I really don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe the pearly one? I guess that's the one that, is decent, but I don't know. I haven't played with any Sprite cards in a while. Like, none preferably. Like, that would be my answer, but I guess, yeah, Tri-Brigade Sprite is, probably, like, the best choice. It's probably the best choice is Tri-Brigade Sprite. It's not bad, Tri-Brigade Sprite. I mean, you can combo, build a good first turn board. But summon out Black Witch by sending. It said go second and cook. Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If Dincon fam can't top with that deck, no one's doing it. That's all I'm saying. If he's not doing it, no one's doing it. So it's like almost no point of even trying. It's like, not worth, not worth. I don't think Sprite's in the best spot right now in the format, but now they're going to go Fire King Island effect to destroy. They could change Soul Rage on the Black Witch before they get rid of it. And then that'd force them to destroy something else. But they're going to let it go. Okay. So now they get to destroy. Yeah, destroy from hand. Sadly banished because the DDG. Go search Sacred Fire King Garunix. And then... Wait, can this special if... Yep, okay. Even if it's not sent to graveyard, that can still special summon out. And then... that can also still get its destroy effect. Nice. Alright. So this card just completely works under that. Summon, effect, destroy from deck. And then, but does it say if it's destroyed and sent to graveyard? Okay, I wonder if one of them doesn't say that. It's not looking too good though. I feel like a lot of them are gonna say that. I guess they can also just get something out of their deck. And it boosts the attack of this too. Going second spell variant. I'd rather just play Sharks than Sprite. That's crazy. Wait, is this? During the next game phase after... Okay, no. That won't get its effect either. Sure. Yeah, okay. So get this out of deck. Boost the attack up. They're gonna go Soul of Rage to Link Chain. Now, how many Fire King monsters do we target? Looks like we're just targeting the one. May have been two, though. But try to pop one of our cards, one of their cards. And then also the Fire King Sacred Illumination will go to Graveyard 2. Which will be protection later on. Okay, so they're thinking here. They said, nope, you're good. Because they haven't used the big welcome yet. So they're going to go ahead, pop the Soul of Rage. And then, sure, pop Soul of Rage. Yeah, that will get its effect. Even if it's not sent to graveyard. But all the Unchains work like that. Then they're going to grab... Did they just grab back Lovely? No, okay. I don't know what they grabbed back. Looked like Lovely though for a second. I was like, no shot you're grabbing back Lovely. I guess you could if you had Butler. But now they're gonna summon Anima. Yes, finally getting punished for their zone placement. Yes. It's like they did the same thing game 1. They summoned Ariana here, Lady here. It's like those are the only two zones you're not supposed to summon to against most decks. Like, Animal's like really popular right now. YuGiOh is only played in Mekenko. I mean, you could also just play around all of it. Summon Lady here, summon Ariana in 1 or 3, put them on summon YuGiOh. So I mean, they'll make YuGiOh lie themselves anyways. But wanted, put back, draw. I mean, what do they draw into? It's gonna probably just be a GG's there. DDG actually makes it so hard. Oh yeah, it's a whole floodgate. This card's crazy. Like, it's like Tier. Like, Tier's a good deck. You flip DDG against them, oh, they look stupid. Because it's nice. I said, that deck is insane. RIP. Yeah, sadly, they were unable to win that one, though. What does BVG mean? DBG? Okay, I know what that one means. That one's me. Hey. Give me anything other than lab.